What up, suckers? Jet Tentaco here again. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? I hope you all didn't miss me too much whilst I was gone for an extra day than normal. But yeah, hope everybody is having a sick-ass time. So today, we are going to be designing some monsters for Friday the 13th. Because it's a Friday and it's the 13th, and that's what you do, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I just, you know what? I do stuff. It happens. You know what? Life happens. How are you today? I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Dragon Spartan? Well, Dragon Spartan. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. So, real quick, before we get started on the Monster Girls, I did want to show you something new that we have added, that we've just added today. Let's go over here. Also, let's, change musics. Let us change Musako's to the... fuck, sorry. Jesus Christ. That was too loud. Okay, well now it's too quiet. Let me know how that sounds. Is that too low or too loud? Good, I can only stay a half hour before work. That's okay. Any time you can spend is a good time. That's what I say. But yeah, I hope your work goes well today. Honestly, the stream probably isn't going to be super long today because I have other stuff that I've been meaning to do that I keep procrastinating. So I have to get around to it. I'm really bad at procrastinating. Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys something. Okay, sounds good? Awesome. Alright, so. Ow. Wait. There it goes. Ow. How dare you bonk me, Phoebe? How dare you? Okay, so. I do want to show everybody, we did get a new emote. We got an emote. I did get it uploaded. So this was made by Phoebe. Phoebe decided that we needed a sad emote to express sadness. I didn't even know it was the 13th. Well, that's what you get for not paying attention to the calendar. Yeah, there it is in chat. Jetson Sag. So Phoebe decided that we needed a way to express our sadness and existential terror, and also for there to be something to tell you guys to stop bullying me. So there's a Jetson Sag emote. Isn't it adorable? It's really detailed. So I know probably if you're like looking at the emotes on mobile, it just looks like a little purple blob, but that's okay, because it's very cute. Look at him, little face. How can you be mean to him? Look at him, little face. Look at him, little face. Okay. So today we will be designing Monster Girls. Now I can see it? Okay. Good. I'm glad you can see it. Okay. You could make it larger? What do you mean? I like actually can't, because Twitch emotes are a standard size, so you can't see them in chat, really. Like, there's not much that could be done about that. They're a standard size, they can't be any bigger. Okay, so today we are making Monster Girls. Rip? Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of how emotes work. Like, all of the emojis on your phone are the exact same size as well. It's a consistency thing. Also, Twitch is really, like, greedy about the amount of storage space that the stuff on their servers take up. So, since any emotes that are subscriber emotes have to be stored so they can be used in every single Twitch chat on the platform, they get really greedy about making sure it's the smallest possible file size or else. Anyway, we're making Monster Girls today. I didn't really have any clear ideas in mind of exactly what I wanted to make. I thought we'd kind of work on it, like, together as a collaborative project, to make, like, a cool Monster Girl. So, what kind of Monster Girl do you guys want to make? We could take a look at, like, the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Wait, let me, is that a lewd page? I forget. No. I'm a monster? Yeah, but, okay, so a monster, I guess I should define a Monster Girl. A Monster Girl is the concept of taking any, like, mostly any fantasy creature, or, like, existential horror, or anything like that, and combining it with a cute girl. That's the concept of a Monster Girl. Like, a cat girl is a girl with cat ears. A Monster Girl is a girl with monster. My internet is slow today. Well, I wish I could do something about your internet feed, but your your internet is garbagios. Okay, so I was gonna look. You want a multi-arm girl. You want a multi-arm monster girl. We can do a multi-arm monster girl. What sort of monster should she be based on? Let me look up Monster Girl. Is this page something I can show on stream? Wait. Oh, I thought it was... Oh, is it just a book? Is that the thing? Oh, it's a book. I didn't realize that Monster Girl Encyclopedia was an actual book and not just, like, a website. Since I'm watching Gargoyles, maybe a gargoyle... Yo, you're watching Gargoyles? Okay, Gargoyles is, like, peak television, guys, okay? Gargoyles is so cool. Like, actually, we should make a gargoyle. Let's start with this. This is sort of a gargoyle-y type build. Gargoyles is peak television. Like, if you want an example of the sort of, like, 90s superhero TV that every, like, cartoon should be, it's fucking Gargoyles. Gargoyles has, like, dark imagery. It has a really cool, unique graphic style. I'm gonna go make dinner, I will lurk. Okay, it has a cool, unique graphic style. It has, like, a deep story with lore, and the characters end up going on character arcs throughout the time, but that doesn't sacrifice the fact that it's, like, funny and interesting. There's, like, romance elements and family dynamics, and, like, also, there's just, like, crazy fucking bad guys that are absolutely, like, 80s and 90s cartoon bad guys. Like, the bad guys in the show have this bad habit of being like, we can't beat up the gargoyles. You know what we should do? We should cut our arms off and become cyborgs. And I absolutely love that shit. Sorry, I got distracted from the task at hand because I thought about gargoyles. Yeah, I'm enjoying the world building around the gargoyles. Yeah, it's super cool, and they thought about a lot of stuff when they were doing that. Like, how did the gargoyles work biologically, and why does nobody know about them, and what other things than, like, the classic European gargoyles could be gargoyles? Like, they more or less decided that basically every stone statue in history is a different breed of gargoyle. It's so cool. So yeah, we've decided we're making a gargoyle babe. But Phoebe wanted a multi-armed, person, so we can do that. I feel like a gargoyle could have multiple arms. I actually really like how the gargoyles have multiple different kinds of wings. Most of them don't have wings big enough that they could actually fly, like, in real life, but a couple of them, like the leader ones, like, what's it? Why can I not remember the main character's name from Gargoyles? But his wings are pretty fucking big. I think maybe he could fly. If he... Okay, he could maybe fly if he was made of, like, normal, like, meat, like a bird or a person. Unfortunately, the gargoyles are literally, like, made of, like, molten stone, basically. So, probably not due to weight problems, but who knows. Maybe, actually, maybe they're made of super porous stone. Maybe they're made of, like, pumice, and they can fly. Pumice is lighter than water, so they could probably fly if they were made of pumice. Okay, so... do we want sort of a reptilian... oh, wait, let's remove these so we can see what the fuck is going on. Okay, should we go with maybe, like, a lizardy kind of look? Yeah, I feel like the I mean, there is just the, like, there's the, just, like, furry one. There's this one, which is less furry and adds the claws, which looks a lot like how the gargoyles do. But I feel like here we could add some, like, different textures to work with, that would make her, like, look more interesting, I think. Obviously she needs a tail. What kind of tail should she have? We have a lot of different options for tails, and the gargoyles have different tails. Like, most of the female gargoyles in the show, because we only see a few of them, have, like, sort of just generic demon tails. But, like, basically anything, I feel, could be a gargoyle tail. Well, actually, it could be, because, like, later on in the show, they introduce gargoyles that are different types of statues, that end up having, like, feathers and stuff like that. So, what kind of tail should we have? Maybe a dinosaur tail could be interesting. That's not really... I kind of want to keep Monster Girls looking, like, on the hot side. I don't know about this tail. Skinny, scaleless. Okay. Like, just this kind? Like, this, like, flat, or the sort of, like, simple demon tail? I guess this is the, like, thin, no scale one, because that's more lizardy. Sort of just, like, a simple grasping tail. How many tails should she have? How many? 1, 2, 7? She could have multiple. Also, what kind of wings should she have? Because that's something we have an option of, too. Honestly, I don't know of any gargoyle VTubers. I just kind of thought of that, and, like, most types of, like, monster creatures, there's very big representation of in VTubers, especially, like, Oni, demons, and dragons are, like, everywhere. There's plenty of, like, angels and, like, other sort of creatures like that. Surprisingly, I don't see a lot of gargoyles, despite the fact that gargoyles have more or less the same features that people like about demons and dragons, right? Like, people like demons because they have tails and horns and wings, and they like dragons because they have tails and horns and wings. Gargoyles also have tails and horns and wings. Guys, I think we have a genius idea. I think we have $1 million idea. What kind of wings should she have? Should she have more like angelic, sort of feathery wings? A lot of dragons, mermaids, and demons. Yeah, there are a lot of those. Honestly, I think less mermaids than dragons and demons. I know a lot of dragons and demons, and I know some demon dragons and some dragon demons. There's like sort of natural birdie type wings, which could be cool. But then, I mean, this is what you're thinking of when you think of, like, gargoyle wings, is these sort of, like, bat-stretched sort of wings. Techno wings wouldn't be off the table for gargoyles, I don't think. Because I don't know if their wings actually obey the laws of physics for the most part. But, like, sort of fairy-like insectoid wings could be really, really interesting. It would just be, like, unusual or unique for Gargoyle to have something like that. There's these sort of tiny fairy wings. I don't love those. I think our options... Ooh, well, there's also these, like, magic-y looking things. Those could be really cool. Like, those could be sculpted out of stone. The beetle wings are definitely unique. Yeah, bat wings or techno wings for, like, a cyber gargoyle. Yeah, I really like the cyborgs in that show. Like tech energy wing. The thing I don't like about these wings is these wings don't look like they could fly. And I really like wings that look like they could fly. We could go sort of draconic wings, which do look quite stony, or sort of like big bat wings. I think, honestly, the angel wings are just like really unique. They are maybe a tad too like sculpted, but I think the angel wings are like really badass. Maybe more birdie type wings though. Those are like bird wings. Those could work. I don't know. Maybe we'll come back to it and change it as we like decide what this character's like. Because like beetle wings could also be a just like a cool feature. Okay. And we could go for clothing. The gargoyles in the show have this. Did you know a gargoyle is only considered a gargoyle if it spouts out water? I did not know that, because the gargoyles in Gargoyles the show don't do that. Because otherwise it's called a grotesque. Why is it called a grotesque? Why? So, a gargoyle is a grotesque that is also a gutter? Well, they did it wrong. Like, I did not know that architecturally a gargoyle is only a gargoyle if it's also a gutter. I did know that there are gargoyles that are gutters in like different sorts of chapels and things. Okay, so the clothing styles, basically any clothing style could work. I don't think there's a like rule of clothing style. Actually, wait, no, let me look at the horns. I almost forgot. We need horns here. Yo, they added new horns. Wait, what the fuck are those? Ew, what the hell? I don't like that. They added a couple of new horns. They added Moth and Tene. Honestly, those are sort of disappointing, Moth and Tene. I wanted them to be bigger and fluffier. It literally comes from the word gargoyle. Or gargle. Fucking language. It comes from the Greek word for gargle. That is very surprising, but interesting. So the gargoyles in the show can have, like, any sort of horns, basically. I do like the idea. Okay, maybe instead of horns that mount here, what if we do horns that mount in the front? What? That's weird. They added antennae, but they don't look quite right. Ooh, those... I always like these kind of horns. I just like them. They're not for any particular reason. I just think they're cool. Let's see. There's those, like, ridgy horns. Very front-facing horns. I think maybe we layer a couple of different horn types here. Like, these swooped back ones sort of give an interesting face shape. But I like those ones as well. Let's try... Let's do these, and then we can go... here and grab... Ooh, there's also these curly-Q ones. Those don't really make sense. Oh, those ones are sick, though. Like, that's a horn right there. Doesn't really make sense, but those are sick. These are a very classic kind of horn. Ancient dragon horn. Oh, yeah, that one's cool. That one's very cool. Greek elk horns. What the fuck is a Greek elk? And why does it have such good horns? Horns are good. Have you guys noticed that horns are just kind of like good? Looking good? Thank you. Maybe we remove these ones. How does this look on its own? I actually really like that. It sort of gives it a unique sort of facial structure. I think I'm gonna move them around so they're less in the way of the ears. But yeah, that's a pretty good thing. Let's also look at the, like... Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to do, like, the cut brow, maybe? Or what about, like, the stony brow thing? The stony brow thing makes sense for a gargoyle. But I don't like it. I want to do the, like, badass cut brow. Oh, maybe we actually do, like, a whole facial scar thing. Let's see. She doesn't really need facial hair. Yo, they added more new hairstyles! I'm excited when they add new hairstyles to this game. It's not really a game, but I like when they add new hairstyles to it anyway. Da, 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 da. What sort of character type should she be? Most of the gargoyles are pretty edgy, except for the, like, the childlike one. Like, there's teenager gargoyles that are, like, mostly, like, nice, and the rest of them are like, ugh, the old ways have come to an end, and our society is extinct and in the process of perishing. And, like, just, like, edgelord shit. Okay, what if we give, like, the half-shave hair? I don't know if that exactly makes sense to do the half-shave. What about this kind of thing? Let's see. I think something like, to get sort of the gargoyle look, it would have to be something that you could be sculpted, is the thing. Because the gargoyles are sculpted more or less visually. So maybe something like this. Just like something a little bit simple. And that would get out of the way for flying. And then I do want to also mess with the legs. Whilst we're doing body measurements, what do you think her, like, sort of body type should be? Should she be, like, lithe? Should she be, like, busty? Should she be, like, short or tall? What do you guys think? Now, we do know the gargoyles can have, like, different leg types. Like, we could potentially do hooves. Hooves aren't out of the question. We're just getting, like, farther from any, like, recognizable mythical creature, really. Because we have, like, a lizard-like body and sort of... Wait. I mean... No. That's an idea, but that's a no. But, like, you know, a sort of... Ooh, actually the bird-like feet I kind of like. But with the bird-like feet, we can't put her in shoes. So I guess the question is, do we want to give her sort of monster feet? Ah! You're tapping me, Zam! How dare you be tapping me? Don't you dare. Don't you dare tap me, Zam. How you doing, Zam? Welcome to the stream. We're designing currently a gargoyle, I guess. A gargoyle lady. It's hard to think while I'm being tapped. So, do we want to give this woman, like, the ability to wear, like, shoes, and we can put her in some, like, nice-looking shoes? Hi, Zam! Welcome! Did you see we got a new emote? It happened. We did. Look at it. Look at it. Wait. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Look at this! Yeah, okay, so we could, to match her sort of, like, lizardy sort of torso, we could give her more, like, birdish or lizardy legs. We could give her hoofs if you guys want hooves or something like that. Like, really, she could look like anything. It doesn't matter a huge amount. I am burning / melting, but I am okay. Why are you burning / melting? I thought you lived in a cooler place. A place of chill. here's the lizardy legs that have scales. I kind of don't know how I feel about her and the scales. Maybe we don't lean as far into the sort of the like scales. Maybe we actually give her less scales. I think we want to lean her more gargoyle and less like any other sort of monster. And whilst I like the scales conceptually, I don't know. Where are those bird legs at? I went near the sun for an hour or two. Oh. Wow. Well, maybe you shouldn't go near the sun. I hear that's kind of dangerous. I hear it's kind of dangerous to go near the sun. Okay, let's pose the... Wait, is this a new... Oh, yo, there's a new pose option where we can actually move the character. That's pretty sick. Okay. I want these horns. Oh, I forgot that the horns don't move with each other. Why? What? Or do they move with each other? Oh, they do. Okay, it just takes a second. Yeah, I think that's better. It sort of like comes to a point, gives a sort of like focus. Okay. Oh, you know what? What about that ridge thing? Where is... I mean, there's this kind of ridge down the back. That's sort of weak. I need to go back to... There's a convention near it today. And I want to go too. But I have some time to cool off before heading back there. Oh, I see. Well, I hope you have fun at your convention. A convention sounds sick. I wish I could go to a convention. Okay. I think we're starting to look pretty good for body. I did think maybe, in the head deal region, we maybe went for, oh yeah, the eyes we don't want to change. We do want to do jagged teeth. Scary monster teeth. Rawr. And in the horns, I was thinking... It's like a ridge, right? Yo, what is this? They added that. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I think that's cool as hell. It's cooler than the spike horn. I was thinking this ridge, but it doesn't really show up through the hair. This thing, though, does. A sort of, like, head fin. That would be great for steering. I do wish they actually had a tail in here that's like Toothless's tail from How to Train Your Dragon, where it has like wings at the end of it. I think that would make sense. It's been 2 years since I couldn't go to that one, so I'm like, I want to go even though I'm melting. Yes, go to it. You know what you gotta do? You gotta shove ice in your head and go. Just fill your little head bowl with ice, and then go. It'll work. It'll work, trust me. Could do Cobra Face. Cobra Face interferes with the ears. I don't like Cobra Face. This is certainly an interesting creature that we've made. Certainly interesting. Actually, wait. In the tails. Body tails. You know what other kind of tail that they don't have in here that I don't understand? Like, they have, like, 5 kinds of bug tails, but they don't have, like, a mermaid tail, but if you still also have legs, like a sort of, like, fish or dolphin type tail, which is kind of silly. I'll become Popsicle. I'll have a brain freeze. Well... What would you rather have? A brain freeze or a brain melt? Those are the options, okay? You only have so many options in life. Okay. I think this is a pretty good look here. Oh yeah, I asked you guys, but you guys didn't say. What do you think we should make her body type like? Should we make her sort of like lithe? Should she be like tall or short? Should she be like curvy or thick? What do you guys think? I don't like either. Wow, you just want to run at a cozy, comfortable temperature? Why don't you just put a thermoregulation device in your suit? Why don't you just have like basically like pump yourself through like a cooler? That would make sense. Actually, let me see what poses I can do to this head fin thing. Oh, wait, we can scale it up? Wait, how fucking big can we make this head fin? Okay, that's a nice-ass head fin. Maybe we even change the wings. I like the idea of her having, like, sort of angel-y wings. But, like, I mean, with a head crest like this, why be an angel, right? Maybe, maybe more reptilian wings. I'm not a scientist thingy. Okay. Tall, chubby. Okay, I mean, this thing doesn't do chubby super well, but I can do, like, tall and thick a little bit. I can do tall and busty. I can give you tall and busty. This tool is just kind of not built for people who are, like, thick, as in, like, the way normal humans are thick and they have tummy. Like, you can add belly pudge, but it's more like sort of a beer gut than anything. And it's, like, weird shape. Shrug, guess it's gonna be that. Yeah, I'll do my best. We can add to the curves. And then we can do this, sort of give her like a less defined waist. We need some waist definition to like highlight the feminineness of it, I think. Okay, do we want muscular, like do we want buff girl, or do we want like chubby? Wait, no, I had that where I wanted it. Why did I fucking throw it back out? Buff? Okay, we can add some buffness. Bird people are acceptable, but chubby is just too unrealistic, apparently. Look, I didn't make the tool. I just use it because it's a simple tool. Wait, no, I didn't mean build. Muscularity. We can make her a little bit buff. Up that muscularity a bit, make her look a little bit strong. The thing is, when you do stuff like that, like the muscularity adds a whole bunch of like neck muscle, but it doesn't like make the head any larger, so it looks kind of weird, especially when you make them this tall. Oh, I guess we could also scale up the head to match the height. That would work. That looks better, I think, right? What do you guys think of this? Could add some buff? Okay. Buff. Maybe wide the shoulders just a little bit. She looks strong. She going to step on you. Okay, so what do you guys think for clothes? I know the gargoyles in, like, the show Gargoyles have a sort of aesthetic, most of the main characters anyway, of sort of, like, loincloths and that sort of deal, which we could definitely do. But if we wanted to do more fancy clothes or clothes from a different like regional style, we could. Also, opinion: do we keep the bird wings or do we change for like dragon wings? I'm super stuck here on this because I really like the idea of the bird wings, but the like bat wings or dragon wings like fit with the aesthetic of the rest of her body better. What do you guys think? Dragon wing, I don't know about beetle wing. We could do beetle wing, but the main ones are like dragon wing, bat wing, or like, I mean, these are also an option, but or like sort of like angel-y wing. Or we could find a middle ground at these. These would be a type of middle ground. What do you guys think of this as a middle ground? That does fit more with a sort of like reptilian style while also having the like detailed feathers. That could be cool. Okay, let's see. So we have made Big Woman. Let's look at the clothing for her. So we could obviously go straight for, just like... Wait. This is a Mario Kart song? Why do I not recognize this song? Holy hell. So we could go straight for a sort of like loincloth. Like, I'm pretty sure the main female gargoyle basically wears this. Actually, let me... Her. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a character. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Okay. So, this is the, like, main female character from the show Gargoyles, Demona. Oh, I guess somebody has done, some more art. But yeah, Demona is, like, the main one. There's a couple of other examples, but Demona is the main one. Oh, the Gargoyles have, like, hands on their way. I forgot, because mostly they, like... In the scenes where them having large wings would be inconvenient, they actually do this really clever trick in the animation, where they have them, like, fold their wings in such a way where they use these, like, hands to clasp around their, like, necks, and then they just draw it as if it's Batman's cloak. They just draw the wings as a Batman cloak instead of wings, because it's way easier like that. But so mostly the aesthetic from the show involves sort of like a loincloth thing, but we could do whatever. We could do sort of a modern, like, I don't love that. We could do just like fur. Don't love that. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let's see. Yo. Okay, so today for lunch, I put some Korean barbecue leftovers from yesterday into a burrito. Man, is my stomach unhappy with that decision for some reason. It sounded really delicious. Unfortunately... Okay, gotta go enjoy your Friday. Thank you. Enjoy yours as well, Dragon. See you later. Have a good day at work. Yeah, so I thought that, like, Korean barbecue burrito would be good. It was not. Because the tortilla is, like, too sweet for the rice is the problem. Because, you know, the rice is only really seasoned by the, like, Korean barbecue meat, which has a very, like, subtle, like, flavor. Whilst it's just like a flour tortilla. It tastes like white bread. So it's like really sweet in comparison to the rice. So all you really taste is the tortilla. Which I did not expect. We could do this kind of aesthetic. Sort of like an Arabic look. Or this kind of thing. Oh yeah, that's absolutely the kind of thing that they would have in a gargoyle from the show, where if they were not from like the East, they would be like, well, they're Actually, I'm pretty sure they did have Egyptian gargoyles at some point in the show. Because they had, like, a statue of Anubis or something that came to life. Okay, let's look at... Or we could do, like, she's more modern. She's like, hi, babes. No, I don't like that. I like the sort of, like, sleeveless thing, and maybe we give her some, like, poofy sleeves as individual things. Let's look at sort of, like, sleeve aesthetics we could do. We could do, like, armor. Armor is always a good shout for gargoyles. Leafy thing. She already has claw hands, so anything that would really cover the, like, sharp claw hands is sort of a waste. Yeah. I feel like... Oh, you know what? What if we did... What if we did, like, the jewel stuff? And then the lower hands has the, like... Wait, what the fuck is this Demi Gauntlet? Oh, it's that thing. I mean, that thing is cool, but she does already have claws, so she doesn't need the Demi Gauntlet. Where is... I was just looking at them. Where are they? This thing. So she has different kinds of more or less the same sort of, like, just armor stuff there. What is she gonna wear for pants? Armor pants. I do like that they added those armor pants, but not really in her aesthetic. Where's their... I know they have, like, pseudo loincloths, but I don't know if... I mean, I guess they have, like, this thing, but that looks bad. What sort of fits with the, like, Arabic aesthetic of the top? What total outfit is that actually supposed to go with? I wonder. Oh, it's supposed to have the, like, belly dancer pants or something, isn't it? I could try those. Wait, what? Why is it not showing the, like, poofy belly dancer pants? What? They're just called baggy pants. I wouldn't call that those aren't, like... Okay, whatever. I mean... Ooh, that's certainly an aesthetic. Maybe there's too much going on in this design. That could be part of it. There could just be too much going on here. I think we simplify it. I think we simplify the design. And as much as I like the idea of the big, like, clawed bird feet, I don't think the clawed bird feet are correct here. I think the clawed bird feet are a hindrance, actually. What we should do instead of the clawed bird feet is give her, like, shoes. Let me look back. I mean, she does have, like, the female gargoyles from the show do canonically have clawed bird feet, for sure. Or sort of, like, pseudo bird monster feet. Do we put her in shoes? Maybe we don't put her in shoes. Maybe we just pick different pants. I mean, no, that doesn't work at all. That's just weird. Denim doesn't make sense to me. There's, like, these ripped up jeans. You ever make food and after 2 bites you're not hungry anymore? All the time, yes. That does happen to me sometimes. Okay, that sort of covers part of the aesthetic. Also, guys, what do you think of the what kind of wings should she have? I'm so torn on the like wings thing. Okay. That's a pretty rigid looking skirt though. It doesn't look like it would move a lot. I sort of want something that looks like flowy and moving. This layered cloth thing could work. I do think it has to be sort of simple though. Maybe just this. I made pasta, but most of it's going in the fridge now. I mean, that's okay. At least it's not a waste of pasta. At least you didn't waste the pasta, you put it away. And I will forget about it and have to throw it out. Well, why don't you just eat it tomorrow? Or eat it for dinner? Wait, I guess that is your dinner time. Then eat it for, like, second dinner. I don't know. I don't know if this top goes the best with this. Though these two probably are supposed to go together. They look very similar. This does look pretty cool. I just think the wings are wrong. I'm going to find the right wings here. Maybe just these, like, posed differently. That's the kind of thing I wish there were more wing pose options. But they'd have to remodel basically the whole thing to give it certain different poses other than just moving it around from the joint. Wait, are the wings set to symmetrical? I don't think that they are. No. Unfortunately, the wings don't go symmetrical. Because, I mean, I would just, like, have them sort of less up in the air. That sort of thing. Like, the wing is still very visible, but it's less, like, up here and more sort of manageable in a location, you know? I don't know if that makes any sense really, but it makes sense in my head. And that's what matters. You know what? The only things that matter are stuff in my head. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, that's pretty good. It's not exactly symmetrical. That's pretty good. Should she stick with the forearms? Do you guys like the forearms? I don't know if the forearms really have that much of a purpose, is the thing. We can keep it, but we're gonna have to, like, straighten out the lower arms. No, those are upper arms. Are those ones the lower arms? They are, okay. So we can... Yeah, see, the arms are always in the way of each other somehow. I didn't notice they were until you told me. Wait, you didn't notice what? What, the wings? That's fine. Okay. No, don't twist her arm all the way around. The forearms? Oh, yeah, the arms are sort of just... They just get in the way of each other is the thing. Give me your arm. There we go. That's in a place that I can deal with it. Okay, let's grab this one and do something similar. Nope. Take your arm, put it there, then we take the back arm here and put you down here. And then we take this other arm and bring that around this way. We rebend the elbow. There we go. Now the arms aren't all up in the way of each other. Jesus. I still want to fix these actually a little bit more. Where is straight? Because I was doing straight based on where she's looking. But she's actually looking straight, slightly off to the side, I think. Wings. Cooperate with me. I think that's pretty straight. I don't know how her musculature would work, because already the problem with adding wings to the back of a human, is, like, no place to really mount the sort of musculature that you need for flying. And the thing with extra arms would be lack of, like, locations to easily stick those joints, because you would need, like, a secondary, like, pseudo-clavicle in your armpit to make that work. But, you know what, whatever. The physics be goddamn damned. You know what, the rest of her is already very reptilian. Maybe we should go more reptilian with the tail. Just, like, slightly more reptilian. Ooh, or she has that head fin. What if we do, like, a fin? This would be a combination of the, like, fin. And it does look like the other gargoyle tails a lot. I think maybe that thing. Yeah, her design is just, like, a lot going on, unfortunately. Should we make her hold anything, or should we just skip that? If you guys have any ideas for what to have her hold, let me know. But, I think I'm going to start right ahead on the coloring. There is sort of a gray starting point skin, but I don't like it. No. We're going to go make our own. It's going to take longer, but it'll look good. Is Jet making Coomer VTubers in Hero Forge again? So I'm not making a specific VTuber. Since today is Friday the 13th, I'm designing a monster girl with chat. And somebody suggested earlier that I make a gargoyle, as in, like, the cartoon gargoyles. And I was like, ooh, that's a super good idea. So this is sort of a working with chat collaborative kind of thing. So this is what we have so far. She's sort of reptilian in design with, like, these horns and a head crest. She has, like, hair. She has, like, dreads for hair. She has sort of bird-like legs, with these big dragon wings, and a sort of demon tail, and the, like, clawed lizardy hands. Jetson Sag looks so good. Yeah, Phoebe did a great job. Phoebe, okay, so here's the thing. Phoebe designs, like, some of the best, like, emotes that I have seen, but Phoebe does not like to do it. That's, like, I know for a fact that there are other VTubers who would pay, like, at least 20 to 30 bucks a pop for, like, an emote or a badge or a sticker that looks like that. But Phoebe is like, I don't wanna. The only way I can make Phoebe do it is by making the Jetson Sag face. By going, please, please, please. Lol, yeah, lol indeed. Okay, so let's go with gray stone as the, like, main skin tone. Ooh, that's actually a more, like, polished sort of rock. Do I want that? maybe we do, I mean, not quite the volcano, but maybe like a more matte, because the gargoyles are sort of like stony. I think maybe they should have more matte skin, a more matte skin tone. Also, I'm thinking we should give her a sort of like dark, oh, actually maybe we do like an earthen brown. I don't think that's gray enough. The earthen brown. I want it more sort of gray brownish to give her sort of like a dark skin tone, and maybe some of these details could be like darker black, or maybe the details could be the lighter gray actually. Anything I make is automatically bad in your mind? Yeah, but that's wrong. That's the same for all artists. That's kind of true. Phoebe just has a knack for making things that are cute. Like, I make things and everybody's like, that's confusing and weird. And Phoebe makes things and everybody goes, oh, it's cute. Okay, we might have to just mix our own skin tone here. Or we could use... I mean, this one's not super bad other than the fact that it's got too much red on it. Yeah, I think we just fix this one. Because, yeah, the low is just super red. What if we make it... Oh, okay, that's way too bluish. No, we want to move you towards, like, slate, sort of like slate gray. And this mid-tone is decent, but I do want it slightly more gray than brown. Yeah, that's sort of a good rock color. It looks like a rock, right? And then I want a copy of this one, where I just make it either just lighter or just darker. Let's put it on her chest plate. Do you guys think her detail work should be lighter or darker than her skin tone? What is your guys' opinion on this? I'll continue putting on her skin tone for a second here. We're gonna give her sort of black nails, probably. Let's do the palms of her hands. Don't want to forget those. Okay, that gets colored as one piece. Oh, I also wanted to do some decals on her. Let's look at decals. Dog won't stop barking at you? Wow. What a rude dog. Make it stop. Okay. I want the face. They did finally add freckles, but I don't want her to have freckles. I kind of wanted her to have, like, a facial scar. Is there a nice, like, across the eye sort of facial scar that goes with this, like, cut eyebrow thing? There's this, but I feel... What is this? Huh. Claws across the face. That's too many claws, though. I want a simpler one. Okay, here's the scars. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Because the gargoyles in the show do have sort of a, like, healing factor sort of deal going on. But it doesn't work whilst they're asleep in stone. So, like, if she was injured whilst she was in stone form, then she'd have sort of a scar. I don't like it how they didn't make the face scars line up with the eyebrow cut. That's sort of weird. That's sort of weird, champ. None of them really line up with it, right? That one does. Okay, maybe we go with this one, or just that one. No, this one. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe also... Oh, you know what would make the design less complicated? Sad. The dog won't stop barking. Jetin Sag. Yo, okay, Jetin Sag was a great emote idea. Do you guys... Okay, so... I keep being like, do you guys have any other emote ideas? More emotes would be cool. And I have other emote ideas too. But, so the problem is that we only have so many slots. And that's sort of the problem. Like, I could get rid of some of the follower emotes that I have that are just sort of like basic and replace them with custom ones. Uh, but our sub emotes are kind of full, and I could remove the like tier 2 and tier 3 sub emotes I currently have, but most people don't think that it's generally worth it to subscribe at tier 2 or tier 3. Though I believe tier 3 subs get a larger percentage of the subscription payment goes to the streamer. Tier 3 subs are also like significantly more expensive, so most people don't bother with it. We could give a sort of like gradient in the rock shades. Oh, but with the like lizardy thing, that doesn't quite work, does it? Are there like more body scars? There are. But they don't work super well with the lizardy thing. Yeah, they show up behind the scales on the lizard, which is unfortunate. So, I can't really put them in a place they can be seen. And, like, whilst they could be on the back, the wings are, like, in the way of that. Okay, so that's not gonna work super well. That's fine. She doesn't... Oh, wait, what is... Wait, why is there 2 of these layers? Wait, is the other one on top? Wait a second, let's do, like, this one. Where are these showing up? Nowhere. That's where. They're not showing up anywhere. Why? What are these for? Oh, these are for the second set of arms. That's what those are for. Never mind. I know why it's happening. I know this program. I understand what I'm doing. I understand exactly what I'm doing, kind of. Sometimes, never. Ooh, maybe... Let me put the skin tone on her face. So we can actually see what she looks like. Is that color too, like, dark gray? Like, would it be better if we just, like, lighten it up a little bit? Maybe it's too slate gray. What if we actually go back to, like, the orangey thing and add in some brown tones to make it look more like natural rock? Because, like, natural rock isn't often, like, this far into the gray. It's sort of more, like, mostly gray, but with some, like, sort of brown tones. Oh, and maybe the, like, light tone should be lighter. It should be, like, way up here. That does look like rock in a cool way. Yeah, that's very rocky. That's for sure very rocky as a skin tone. Though, I guess in the Gargoyle show, they don't have rocky skin tones. Their like, skin tones are just, like, rainbow color, basically. Like, they're mostly, like, blue and purple, and then their, like, skin turns to stone. They don't have, like, naturally stony skin. But to make this, like, visual as a gargoyle for somebody who hasn't seen that show, I feel like this might work better. But also maybe we, instead of a higher, or maybe instead of a darker color, we give, like, a lighter color for certain parts of the body. Like, there's that. Actually, you know what? Delete this one. Copy this one. And then make this one darker. Ow! Fee, what are you bonking me for? Or should this one be, like, lighter? No, it should definitely be lighter than the rest of the body. And we'll use that on the, like, scaly pieces. Maybe it's a bit too light. Here, I want to bring this down. Ooh, maybe no. Because I want it to be light on the, like, sort of weathered parts, but... Okay. I want the weathered parts to be a certain amount lighter than the other parts, without the whole thing... Okay, and then we can move the whole color like this. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe make the skin one a little bit darker in these parts. And a little bit more brownish. Okay, cool, cool. Oh, thanks for the refill, Phoebe. Okay. Let's get this sort of lighter color in here. And then we'll do the black nails. Is the black bone the correct? No. Actually, for the black bone, it'd be better to go with the stone, that is the, like, coal color, I think. The coal black. For, like, the claws, I'll do these claws the same sort of way. And then maybe... How is this horn colored? I've never colored this horn. These horns we can do. What hair color should we give her? And then we do... Maybe a polished slate gray up on, like, the horns or something? What is the color range of the slate gray? I want... Maybe we just... Ooh. Maybe the color I made is not what I want. Maybe I do just want this color. I don't know what I want. Let me put this color down and see what the actual mix of this is. Slate gray. Okay, so it is sort of a blue-gray color. I'm so tired. Is it because you took a big walk this morning? Let's up the roughness on this. Where roughness are these other ones? They have roughness and fuzz. Okay. Let's up the fuzz too on this. Maybe she has more of a slate gray tone to her skin. She is still too shiny. We can probably fix the shiny though. Why is this so shiny? Okay, there we go. That looks more like sort of stony. And then maybe we make a copy of the slate gray for the other scales. Okay. And then, what, do we make it darker or lighter? I still don't know. Bluer, lighter, darker. Lighter makes sense for normal biology. Like, normally, you're, like, if you have scales, or if you have an underbelly, your underbelly tends to be, like, lighter than your, like, backside, right? Like, that's how, like, dolphins work and how, like, lizards work and stuff like that. I'm just so tired in general. Yeah, have you... Maybe you should have a sleep study, or it could be, you know, like anxiety-based exhaustion. That's also a possibility. Okay. So I want this color to be noticeably lighter than that one without being like too white. There we go. That looks like somebody made of stone. And then these lighter colors can also continue up, like, up here in those scales. And in whatever the hell that thing is. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's like a bony crest. The ends of these horns are black, but this end of them is gonna be like the gray. Okay, she's gonna have gray here for those. And the lighter gray on the tips of these with the darker gray like here. This almost looks white the way the tips of this work, but it does give it a sort of stony aesthetic. Oh, it's mental exhaustion? I see. I see. Well, what are you going to do about all that mental exhaustion? Are you going to take a rest or do something that is maybe mentally stimulating in a way that is not painful? Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna need a different color for wing membranes, probably. I mean, maybe we use this color for wing membranes. Should wing membranes be lighter or darker than their surrounding areas? I guess they would generally be, like, sort of... Like, if we were to use one of these, well, these are making the wing membranes similar to darker. Ooh, thanks for the snacks. Ah! I did not realize that the bag was open. I need a factory reset? Yeah, take a factory reset. You know, I bet if you sleep for 14 hours, that's like the same thing as a factory reset. Let's go to my mixing. Okay, that looks pretty good, honestly. Like that. It's very subtle, the difference, but it looks nice. I do that anyway. There's no way that you sleep for like 14 hours a day. That's not how you sleep. Like slate gray should be for these sort of like scales, I think. Let's go for the scales. And then the darker color should be here. Maybe we... Ooh, yeah, maybe we go to, like, black in the center here. Yeah, that looks cool. She looks badass. I usually sleep for 11 at least. How do you live? I sleep for less than that. Like, currently my sleep schedule is really messed up right this second. So I slept for, what is it, like... I guess I slept for like 6 or 7 hours, so I guess that's not that weird for the amount of time that I slept. Okay, how would we make this scar in the stone? I guess the scar would be a lighter color, wouldn't it? Okay, this one, let's do like definitely lighter. And like dark around the edges, because scars are normally like lighter than the surrounding tissue, right? So like lighter, and then we use like the darker one. No, we use the black around it. Maybe that's a bit too light. Yeah, that's more subtle. And then maybe we give her, like, one, like, milky eye. Is that actually an option? Is there, like, a milky eye option? Also, what kind of eye should she have? Make it white? Yeah. Or, wait, make the scar, like, white? Or, like, fully white? Or, like, white around the edges and then, like, dark inside? What do you mean? Elaborate. What the fuck is Void Teller? Okay, I mean, that's a really cool eye. Maybe she should have that eye on this side. IDK, like the main paint. Okay, so the main middle part, make it white, is what you're saying. That, if I am to believe you correctly, what you're looking for is like this. Like making it white. Maybe we do just paint her eye white, or should we make it like it's gone blind? Should we make it like the eye is gone, or like it's blind? I don't think she's the type who would wear an eye patch. Maybe she's blind in that eye. I don't know if they have like a sort of milky eye option. I might have to make one. Let me pick like this one, I think. And then we can edit it. Okay. So we can do like this. And then pupil. Yeah, okay, this is what I want. Like a sort of, where is that? Like I think like blindness is associated with the like creamy sort of like bluish white color, right? And then it's like sort of like fully dilated, because there's nothing there. Okay, cool. What color should we make her hair? Like, still a dark, sort of stony color? Or, ooh, maybe we give it a, like, reddish hue? Like a... Ooh, or it could be marble white, maybe. Because I'm not thinking enough about, like, rocks, I guess. But we could do, like, a marble white. Actually, is there a marbly sort of decal that we could put on anything? Probably not, no. We could do ombre. I like to put the ombre on just because you can do more detailing with the colors like that. What do we do here? There's like sandstone. There's like this sort of color, which is definitely a possible hair color. The polished marble here, how does that look compared to everything else? It is sort of that like lighter brownish color. I don't know if polished marble is really too much like that, but we could do a slight sort of like polished marble look like this. I don't know about that. Goes like this. Or we could make the hair the same way we did the horns, which would make sense as well. This is turning into another monotone design, basically, in a way. If we start from, like, the lightest color that we have. And move on to, yeah. What if we start lightest and then do a mid-tone and then darker? Oh, I forgot. That's one thing. Also, which? Oh. I mean, some of her arms are unpainted. That's part of the problem. Which is her, like, actual skin color? Okay, it's this one. Okay, so we get the arms painted. We get her ears painted. Maybe they're a bit darker at the tips. That would be cool. No, let's leave them the same at the tips. Let's give her... Yeah, this is turning into almost a monotone sort of design with these, like, rocky sort of colors. It's not necessarily bad that that's that way. I do like monotone, like, gray and black sort of designs. They look cool for the most part. The only really color here is, like, a more bluish shade. But I feel like we do need a separate color for her lips. At least. I mean, red rock. Yeah, but that would be too much blush to give her. I don't want... Maybe, though, we do mess with this Finn's color, because the Finn is too light. Yeah, let's make the Finn... Maybe even... No. Let's make the Finn like this. We got in here, in these wings, we got something that ended up being like this, basically. Can't really tell anything apart from that's dark, but... Yes, very nice. Okay. What about these? Maybe these spikes also black? Just to make life easy on ourselves. The spikes are black. That would make sense. Black spikes just make sense to me. And then when we do the clothes, we can do more vibrant colors, perhaps. Like, I feel like her clothes should have a lot of... maybe a vibrant red or a vibrant blue. I feel like these gemstones could be like rubies or sapphires or something. Also, I don't know if I love the way this hair gradient works. Oh, interesting. What if I gradient the hair from being similar to her skin tone to being different? What if it's wider at the back end? That would make it contrast from everything else here, basically, if it gets lighter instead of darker. And then we... Huh. Very interesting. I also should color her eyebrows. I feel like she should have dark eyebrows. Is that eye good? The, like, black with the white pupil? It does look very monstery, but I don't know if we should give her a different eye. Or a different eye color, at least. Ooh. The white lipstick is tempting. I mean, one can only go so wrong with white lipstick, you know? But let's grab some other colors here. Let's grab a nice gemstone color for these. What we could do purple, we could do ruby. We could do some of these like mysticky, magicy looking ones. Okay, do you guys want me to steer this more reddish or more bluish? Or what if greenish? I don't design that many things that I steer all that much greenish in these sort of like design videos. Even though green is my favorite color, I don't steer a lot of the... Oh, what if we give her green and purple? What if she has a green and purple aesthetic? I mean, can't go wrong with green and purple, can you? Not really. Can't go that wrong with it, at least. Okay, and then we do some nice, like, metal. I feel like we should do one of these, like, weathered metals, like this one, perhaps? Light Wish is maybe a bit too blue. That's very similar to her skin tone, unfortunately. What about this one? That one's very yellow. I don't love that color. Sort of an antique brass could almost work. What if we just fix Light Wish's color area? I do like Light Wish a lot from the way it looks, but what if we fix the color area of Light Wish? What happens if we just make Light Wish green? It looks less natural if we make it greenish, but maybe there's somewhere between blue and green that looks right. Like, I don't think that's too similar to her skin tone. Ooh, thanks for the posture check. Let me sit up. Sit up! No shrimp? What do you mean no shrimp? Oh, no shrimping over. Well, what if I want to shrimp over, huh? What if I want to shrimp over? I don't know if this metal color is exactly right. Now, the blue-green doesn't go with the purple. I mean, what if I just make the color purple? Ooh. That ain't too bad. I mean, we could definitely make it, like, crazy vibrant purple. But, I mean, I think leaving the vibrancy maybe, like, midway works very well here. And that's too similar in color. We either make it like pastel or we make it like dark, I think. Ooh, we could do that. That looks cool. Yeah, that looks very regal, actually. I do also want to fix this. The high color on this is always a bit too far pink for my liking. And a bit too high. Let's move it down a little. There, that gets rid of some of the like weirdness of the look of it, in my opinion. Jet colors? Yeah, jet colors. And then we can... Actually, I want to reduce the roughness of this a little bit. I want it to be a little bit shiny. No, actually, wait, why did I do that? Never mind. Up the roughness, apparently. Actually, wait, what if the gray that her skin tone is, this is her skin tone, right? Yeah, what happens if I... Oh god, oh. That's not good. I don't like that. You know, aside from this, like, sort of purple metallic color, I think we should have maybe a more general metallic color. Like... Just, What about Ace of Jade? How does Ace of Jade look? Ace of Jade doesn't look awful. But I don't like it that much. Oh, what about Dirty Chrome? Oh, yeah. Dirty Chrome is... No, Dirty Chrome's also bad. I mean, there's this. Bloodplate is basically the best color in here, but no. What if we just do... No, gunmetal is too black. What if we do chrome? Or titanium? What if we do The thing is, that's too close to her skin tone. What about Cobalt? That's also too close to her skin tone. Unfortunately, her skin tone is almost metal. We could do purple, green, and red. I know everybody says that purple, green, and red is a fucking, like, awful color scheme, right? People have said this. People have noted that purple, green, and red don't go together all at the same time. But I think purple and red go together. And purple and green go together. And red and green are sort of, so they don't sort of go together the best ever, but oh, actually, you know what we could do? What if purple, green, and orange? There we go. Now that's a color scheme right there. Purple, green, and orange. I mean, you just can't. You can't deny the aesthetic of that. Yeah, that looks fucking boss mode. Yeah. She looks cool. I feel like we should maybe add some jewelry to her or something, just to like spice up the look a little. She's not got too much spiciness, you know? I feel like we should add more green though, definitely. We're very purple heavy here, which isn't bad, but I could do with a tad more green. Yeah, let's do those mostly like this. Let's grab a green fabric. Is there any good green fabrics? I mean, this one's the one that's going to be most similar. Ooh, that one's not that good. What about Elegant Emerald? Yes. Okay, we can make that one better. Yeah, okay, so the whole color needs to go up in saturation. Yeah, more saturation, please, my guy. And then this high one needs to go down a smidge. There we go. Look at that. Look at her. She's just screaming like, hello there, baby. I don't know what else to do with this. There's only so much. Maybe change the eye. Maybe. Let me look at the eye stuff. Could give her a sort of draconic eye, but I feel like a human eye maybe works better. What if we give her like. No, let me pick just the one eye. I feel like more of a bird eye that's dark, right? Nah, maybe not. We could give her an orange eye. We could do her eye, however. We could do a draconic one, like a flaming. No, that one's too much. Ooh, maybe. That looks too evil, perhaps? I was thinking we maybe give her like a green eye. We make her eyes green and we'll change her like lip thing that's going on. Maybe we just make her lips white. Yeah, let's make her eye green. Actually, I mean, we could just start with green and just make it a better green. Okay, better green. We can change the shape however we want. We could do cat eye. Oh, it is kind of hard to resist the cat eye, isn't it? Maybe add some glow to it, just a little bit. And then we... Okay, so this should actually be like darker. Oh yeah, there we go. That's gonna look sick. Up this in saturation so that she looks like toxic. There we go. I mean, we could go round. We could give her round eyes. And this low color. Let's make that also black. So she has like a toxic waste green eye. Let's also, whilst we're doing things, let's up the saturation here as well. Oh wait, no, this middle part has to be kind of dark, doesn't it? Yeah, it has to be kind of dark to work. Let's just place it more in the yellow-green sort of value range. And then the low can also go up. There we are. Cat. Yeah. Okay, you want cat eye? We can do cat eye. Cat eye. Wait. Yeah, only the one, because she's blind in the other one. And then maybe we do this for her lip. I don't know if that works. But I don't know what else would work either. That's sort of a natural lip, but that doesn't, like, scream anything. Maybe we give her something that screams, like, purple or green lipstick sort of deal. It's not... Ooh, we could do orange. Orange lipstick would be something original. Not too many people wear orangey lipstick. Let's mix this color. Let's make the high more saturated. Yeah, let's move the whole thing over here. Okay. Does that look good, though? Like, it's interesting, but does it look good? I don't think it does. That's the problem. Okay. I mean, what if we could make this any color. We could give her green lips. I think purple is going to be the most obviously, like, people like that. Like, purple lips is... the lipstick just doesn't match the aesthetic. What do we do? Do we do, like, coal black? Oh, yeah, wait, coal black makes sense. Coal black fits with the rest of her way better. Maybe... Oh, also headband, sure. No, green. Let's use green. I don't know, maybe we should just make the hair dark at the end. So it, like, starts with her skin color and then goes dark. Or maybe the whole thing should just be dark. What if just, like, the whole hair is dark? Yeah, now make her pregnant. So I can't really do that in this tool. There's not a pregnancy button. If there was a pregnancy button, I'm sure people would use it. But I cannot make her pregnant. I can give her an egg. That's an option. Also, what gear should she have, if any? Yo, wait, they added a playing card? How big is it? Not impossible crazy big. Yo, and a stack of cards? Wait, now you can make Gambit in this game? Crazy. I just love this head fin idea as like a like flight sort of steering thing. That sounds like a cool thing. I am pregnant. Phoebe, when is your due date? Pregart. Oh, I see. Pegnant. Chat, I'm Pegnant. Chat, I'm Pegnant. Okay. I want I guess stone would make sense here. Ooh, so cool looking. Look at this. Look at it. Like, if this flew down at you from the night, you'd be like, holy hell. Congation? Thank you. Okay, let's color this. Do you guys want her to have any gear? Do you guys have any idea? Like, do you want her to hold, like, a weapon or something? Because I can make that happen, potentially. I just don't have any ideas for it. Chat, you're supposed to be doing all the thinking for me. Crowbar? Any particular reason why a crowbar? It's like, I could do that. What I want is actually just the normal gray. Yeah, this really shows, like, how she blends into this. She's like, I am camouflage. Well, except for what she's wearing. What she's wearing is the opposite of camouflage, but she does not give a shit. You think I can think? I don't know. Crowbar would be best for breaking apart your jets and Why do you think that? Wait, you think a crowbar would be more effective than, like, fucking, oh, a fucking, angle grinder? Like, if we gonna be real here, an angle grinder would be the best way to break into a supposed but non-existent mechanical suit for an octopus, an angle grinder. I can literally see the screws. They're rivets, not screws. Do you know how rivets work? Do you think crowbars are especially good against rivets? Because rivets are like nails that have a head on both sides that is eaten slightly into the metal. It's not... Like, that's why they used to make, like, diving suits. Back in the day, they made diving suits with, like, tin and rivets. And also, I for sure don't... What is a rivet? Bruh. Rivet. That's a rivet. And you use a special tool to install them that looks something like this. Sorry, I'm not Bob the Builder. I don't think you have to be Bob the Builder to know what a rivet is. Like, they're used in belts, like... Basically, every piece of leather that you've ever owned that has, like, some sort of fastener, generally is made of rivets, like, metal, gear, so, like, armor, old-timey diving suits, like, all of that stuff is assembled with rivets, a lot of, like, just different... Just 900 rivets and 0 bitches. Look. Fuck. Okay, Bob. Bruh, I can't be the only person in the world who knows what the fuck a rivet is. That's like being like, sorry, what's a nail? We need an anti-rivet tool. Yeah, that's called an angle grinder. That's what an angle grinder is. Guys, next you're gonna tell me you've never heard of a soldering iron or something like that. Right? Next you're just gonna say something wild that you've never heard of. Okay, what was I doing with this creature? Was she done? What's an angle? It's not an ankle grinder, it's an angle grinder. Are we gonna have to do a teaching chat basic tools stream? Angle grinder. No, not Okay, so an angle grinder is a tool specifically used for like grinding, sanding, or cutting metal. So an angle grinder is generally the most effective tool for like smoothing out steel after a weld, or for like cutting off pesky bolts that don't want to unscrew or stuff like that. That's what you use an angle grinder for. Never seen one? You've never like watched a movie where somebody like is building something with steel and you see this big spray of sparks? Angle grinders are famous for the like visual spectacle and smell that they make, where they spray sparks everywhere because of the way that they work. Guys, I think I'm gonna have to teach you guys basic tools. Like, basic tools and equipment. Alright, like, what? Next are you gonna be like, I've never heard of a hex nut. I've never heard of fucking... anything. I don't know. A fucking PVC cutter. A what? A hex bolt. The most basic sort of like bolt. This thing. That's what a hex bolt is. Like literally the thing you think of when you think of like a bolt. And this is a hex nut. A screw. That's not a screw. No. Okay. Wait. So a screw is pointy at the end. See how a screw has like a point at the end, generally for doing its own drilling or fastening into a hole that is, you know, in wood or some similar material. No, a screw and a bolt are not the same thing. They are used for entirely different purposes, and if you try to use one as the other, it won't work. You can't use a bolt as a screw, and you can't use a screw as a bolt. Bolts are threaded to attach to nuts, so you can sandwich attach two things together, while screws are meant to dig into things to attach them from the inside. Bolt is a movie. Yes, I know it's a movie about a dog. It's also... oh, guys. Guys, you make my brains hurt. Screw versus bolt. Oh look, here's the thing about types of bolts. See, lag bolts are almost similar to screws. But like, you know, a U-bolt is for sure not a screw. That would be silly. Oh, here's a bunch of different types of screws. See how all of these screws are different from bolts? Okay, so like a torque screw is very similar to a bolt in some ways, because it is not like got a sharp head, but I think there's too many unnecessary. Have you ever been to a hardware store before? This isn't even like all of the types. Like if you like walk into the Menards screw aisle, there are like, there's like, how do I measure this in like Britishism sizes? You mean the forbidden pick and mix? Why do you use phrases like pick and mix? Also, Like, generally, they aren't in, like, a giant pick and mix bucket in the hardware store. They're in boxes. But, like, there's, like, you know, several meters of, like, 6-foot tall shelves with different types of, like, screws in them. Because, there's screws for different materials. Like, there's a difference in, like, a plaster screw and a wood screw. And there's all of the different head types. You have, like, your Phillips head and your standard head. And you have, square head, hex head, like, different, all sorts of different shapes. There's star. My family's recently gotten into using a lot of star screws, because the threading tends to be less likely to break on them. It's a little more secure. Sometimes you guys are just funky. Chat, I'm gonna roast. You know what? Normally you guys, like, roast me and are like, ha ha, Jet's silly. Jet, like, hasn't seen that movie, or Jet made a dumb face or something. Bob is getting a little passionate. No, guys, honestly. Okay, so, what are you going to do if your shelf falls off the wall tomorrow? Are you going to hire somebody to put your shelf back on the wall? Or are you just going to go buy a screw? Like, this is one of the things that they should teach in high school, so that people, like, have to be competent by necessity. Ask somebody else to do it. Oh yeah? What if you're all alone? Just find some nerd who loves rivets. I don't even love rivets that much. It's just like I know of the existence of rivets, because they're a common fastening device. You own something that has rivets on it, probably. There's a good chance you own something with rivets. Why would you not know what it is? Why would you not know what something that you have in your house is? I don't understand you guys. Yeah, look, I'm gonna show you some stuff. Okay, wait, we're changing the stream. This is no longer a Monster Girl stream. This is a teaching chat tools stream. Okay, so do you guys know the difference in a hammer and a mallet? This is an important distinction, so you don't destroy everything you touch. I own clothes, but I don't know how looms work. I mean, I've never used a loom, but, like, I mean, why would you not understand how a loom works? You can sort of just, like, look at a loom and sort of understand that it's more or less a fancy braiding machine that makes, like, a big square braid. A mallet is a hairstyle. No, it's not a hairstyle. No ad. You're not going to play right now. We're going to snooze the ads. We have to not play ads so I can teach chat, like, basic stuff. Okay, so the difference in a hammer and a mallet. A hammer is a shark. Okay, so a hammer is made of a solid material, usually steel, and is meant to hit something hard. Hammers are generally used for driving in nails, or large hammers are used for, like, breaking things. Whilst generally a mallet is made of a softer material, like, say, one of these rubber-coated steel ones. There are leather hammers that are made of, like, hardened leather, or, like, whatever. Oh, it's rawhide. That's what it is. Like the rawhide stuff that they give bones. There's, like, rawhide hammers that you use in leather working. There's also, like, wood mallets, or, like, old school rubber mallets, which are made of, like, raw, like, rubber bricks. And they're for more making things move, without breaking them. They tend to have a larger surface area. So, like, if you were to try to, like, tap a piece of sheetrock into place with one of these hammers, due to its low surface area and large weight, you would make a hole in the sheetrock. If you use a rubber mallet, you can tap the sheetrock without breaking it. The rawhide stuff that they give bones, do you mean dogs? Yes, that's what I meant. The rawhide bones that they give dogs. Because, like, you know those, like, store-bought dog bones that aren't made of, like, bones? They're just, like, coiled up rawhide in the shape of a bone. That's what I'm talking about. Look, you got what I meant. You knew my meaning, okay? Do you guys have any other tool questions? Imagine if you married Jet. He would be good with his hands, he could cook, but you would have to listen to his rants about children's cartoons daily. Why you gotta roast me like this, Rune? Why you gotta be like... Look, it would be worth it, okay? It would be totally worth it. I am husbando material, okay? I am absolutely evil husbando material. I will capture you. I will tie you up. I will make you food. And I will fix stuff. I'm gonna say worth... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You have to listen to my evil rants. But, I mean, it's sort of like, you know, Peach and Bowser, right? Like, they definitely have, like, a vibe together. And, like, yeah, sure, Bowser, like, rants about taking over the Mushroom Kingdom or, like, whatever. But, like, for the most part, he's, like, pretty chill. And he has, like, a series of giant castles with lava moats. So, you know, like, you're safe. You are safe as hell in Bowser's Kingdom. I'm just gonna use you for my broke shelves. Yeah, but what if you have to do it yourself? What if I won't help you? What if I'm like, your shelf fell out of the wall. Figure out how to fix it. What if I just hand you a drill? Be like, you have hands. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Do you even know how to use a drill? Do you know the difference in different types of drills? Do you know what kind of bits there are and what kind of bits to use? This is why they should teach the like basics, like the sort of basics of home repair in high school. The same way they should teach like finances in high school as a mandatory class instead of like Algebra 7, where you learn how to calculate rocket trajectories. Fucking no. They need to teach, like, basic finance and, like, hey, here's a hammer, a nail, and a piece of wood. Make them stick to each other. I'll use my hands to pick up the shelf and whack it into your head. How dare you threaten to assault me? How dare you do that? Rude. Do you guys have any other questions about tools? What other tools are you curious about? Or do you even know tools? Wait. Let's... Basic tools. You could teach me how to DIY, but I would not remember. Okay, do you know the difference in these two things? What is the difference in this and this thing? Because I've seen people use them interchangeably, and I mean, if you can't find one, the other is sometimes useful, but really they have different purposes. Plier, good. This is a set of needle nose pliers, and this is a wrench. Yeah, this is an adjustable wrench. I was trying to think of the word. Not a... Okay, so in British isms, you could say it is a spanner, but a spanner is not a thing. Okay, this is an adjustable wrench, and wrenches are primarily used for tightening and loosening different sorts of bolts, whilst pliers are used for a series of things, but they're basically just like grabbers that aren't your hands and are pinchy. Also, most needle nose pliers have like a cutter in the middle. And then, okay, so here's the thing. So here we have wire cutters, needle nose pliers, and blunt nose pliers, as well as a bunch of different types of bits. And then, like, over here, we have a different type of wrench. This is a monkey wrench. And a monkey wrench is generally used for larger things, like very large bolts or for opening jars. That's sort of what a monkey wrench is for. I don't remember redeeming the mansplain. How is this mansplaining? Like, what are you talking about? You literally did not know what a rivet was, okay? Do not come at me. Pretending not to know stuff has funny results. Look, if you pretend... This is the internet, okay? I cannot read the intonation of your text, okay? The text on screen does not have sarcasm. So, if you say you don't know something, then you literally do not know that thing to me, okay? If you're saying, I definitely don't know what that is, then you can type, like, /s, and then be like, oh, that was sarcasm, and I will get that you are joking, okay? Jeebus, guys, come on now. Okay, well, I think that we have successfully made a good stream today. We made this gargoyle lady. What's her name? What are we gonna name the gargoyle lady? Chat, pick a name for the gargoyle lady. What's her name? She should have a cool name. Like... Owlicia Stonegrinder. Phoebosaur? No, the gargoyle is not named Phoebosaur. Phoebosaur is already named Phoebosaur. That's how Phoebosaurs work. Phoebosaur! That's what Phoebe sounds like. If you didn't know, that's what Phoebe's voice sounds like. Phoebosaur! Yo, Rivet? Actually, Rivet's a good name. Rivet is the name of the female version of Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. Because, obviously, tool names are important. Slander? No, not Slander. So yeah, being that Ratchet is named after a common tool that is Ratchet. Oh, I've seen Rivet before on Twitter. I'm sure that you have seen that because it's very common. Because everybody likes Rivet, basically. Because basically they were like, oh, you know how people like Rule 34 gender swap characters? What if we just make canon a Rule 34 gender swap of Ratchet and Clank? And instead of Ratchet, her name is Rivet. Because they're both common tools. See how that works, guys? But yeah, she could be named Rivet. What if her name is like what if it's like Rivet Mason Heart or something like that? What about Rivet Mason Heart? Is that too long of a last name? Is that... I mean, what the fuck can I talk? My name is Tentaco, which nobody can pronounce. Everybody who speaks English natively reads it is Tintako. For some reason. I don't know why. I'm Jay Tintako. Hello, my name is Jay Tintako. Because they aren't fucking weebs. Okay, but no, I know people who are weebs who also don't read it, like, properly, because they're not, like, thinking about it. Like, if I really raid somebody generally, and it just goes through in chat, and they're not somebody who's, like, super familiar with me, they do, tend to do, like, oh, thank you, Tintako. And it's like, yeah, okay. Hello, it's me, Jet Tintako. How doing? How doing? I am Jet Tintako. Fucking weebs. Okay, speaking of fucking weebs, let's name this lady. No, I know something better than Mason Hart. Rivet Hammerstone. Yeah, look at that. Rivet Hammerstone. I mean, honestly, that sounds like somebody's, like, stage name in, like, an 80s rock band. Being like, welcome to the stage, Rivet and the Hammerstones! You know? Yo, can we make a band called Rivet and the Hammerstones? I have no musical talent whatsoever, but what if we made a band, though? He hasn't taken his meds today. I don't take meds, okay? I'm completely, perfectly normal, and I can say that because I've never been able to afford to be diagnosed with something. So as far as you know, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm a perfectly normal human. No, I'm probably weird today because my sleep schedule is currently messed up. I was up until like almost 4 a.m. trying to go to sleep. So like, you know, life happens. Okay, wait, we're done right now. Okay, we're gonna find somebody to raid. We're gonna send the stream over to somebody, and it's gonna be good, right? We're gonna find somebody who wants to see our beautiful suckers over in their land and time, you know? Okay, let's see who's available. I hope everybody had a fun stream. Did you guys have fun today? Did you guys have fun? Who's on? I did have fun. I'm glad. I'm glad you had fun. That's good. You should always have fun at my streams. That's the goal. The goal is to have fun. All courtesy of the experienced entertainer, Jet Tintako. Thank you. You can't afford diagnosis and I can't get one within the next 50 years. Ah, well, capitalism sucks, don't it? You know, if you let me take over the world, then I will give everyone free healthcare. Can't argue with that. That's why I'm the best supervillain, because everybody gets free healthcare. Also, I'm trying to decide who to raid, and I don't know who I want to raid. I generally, you know what? Maybe we look for somebody brand new. What if we do that? What if we look in the VTubers tag? Wait, what if we raid someone with Coomer content? I mean, okay, so I could raid one of the Coomers, but most of the Coomers that I know have worked their way up to being like what I would consider larger streamers, and I prefer to give raids to smaller streamers. So let me search the, search the VTuber tag. Wait, no, not. Tuber. No, let me, wait, I forgot how to do tag search on Twitch because Twitch is bad. Go support League of Legends and filter by support players? No. I'm not gonna raid League of Legends because I don't know it. No help for bigger Coomers? Base. Search for somebody new? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But Twitch is very bad at discoverability because I can never remember how to search it. Oh, wait. You have to go to Browse and then filter by search tags VTuber. You can't just search it because it doesn't do anything. And then sort by low to high because Twitch automatically sorts high to low. And let's see if there's somebody here that seems interesting. Ah, phone. Shut up. Let's see. Just want to see if... So, see, a bunch of people started using VTuber tags who aren't VTubers. I'm not gonna call any names for big streamers who started that trend, but, they did that. See, look at all of the people hanging out with very few people around. Is anybody doing anything related to the holiday, maybe? Well, I guess it's not a holiday. It's Friday the 13th. Yep. There's lots of VTubers around now. This person. You know what? Sure, whatever. It doesn't matter. Look, today we're going to be supporting smaller streamers. It's going to be random. We're just going to do whatever. Oh, I forgot to put it on screen so you guys could see what I was sorting through. But, yeah, you know what? We're going to do a nice little raid. Hey, everybody, don't forget, in chat, to, when we raid, go through and let these guys know it's a... If I can't nut, I won't raid. Well, I picked somebody who looks like they could make Coomer content. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's somebody new. Maybe Coomer content. Maybe not. But they have a cute design. But don't forget, everybody, to use the emotes when you go over with the raid, if you can. And type villain raid in the chat. Let's give them a lot of love. Let's /raid. It looks like their name is Nebis Sanrio. Oh, never mind. Wait. Sorry. Apparently they have follower-only chat on, which is weird. I don't know why small streamers keep follower-only chat on. I guess it's to avoid raids. I don't know why people do that. That's weird to me. You know what? I'm glad that Twitch has a system to warn you for that, because that sort of messes with raids. Ah, wait. Let me pick somebody else. That's an ending screen. Let's see. Sorry guys, we're figuring it out. This is why I generally don't do this, but it can be fun for today. This is just a fun little today thing. We'll see. What else is interesting? Oh, this person looks interesting. They're playing Final Fantasy. Show your browser? You want to see my browser history? Yeah, I probably should do that. Okay. Well, I'll show you my browser, or I'm not going to show the browser. I've made a decision. It's fine. I can make a decision. I'm not incompetent. Okay, and don't forget, villain raid. Don't forget to do that when we do it, and go over and use the emotes. Okay, use the emotes as you raid. Anyway, I will today, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. For another epic Jet and Taco stream, whatever I decide to do, I don't know yet. Look, my sleep schedule's messed up, my regular schedule is messed up. Everything's chaotic in my life right now. Also, it's hot outside, so stuff is wild. Anyway, until I see all of you next time, I've been Jet and Taco, supervillain VTuber extraordinaire, and I've got a jet. Mwah, ah, 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 ah.